Viewers, if there's even the whiff of caste discrimination anywhere in the country, expect Rahul Gandhi to swoop in and begin targeting the Modi government for being Brahminical. More so if the state in which the incident has taken place is a BJP-ruled one. So it wasn't a surprise that Rahul Gandhi visited the home of a senior police officer in Haryana who had recently committed suicide alleging caste discrimination. Rahul Gandhi goes to the house, meets the relatives, the survivors, the wife who is an IPS officer. And viewers says that I'm here with you and I will take this matter up with the Modi government. I will make the BJP come out and apologize. Much like Rohit Vemula a few years ago, Haryana ADGP Puran Kumar has been elevated by the India bloc-aligned Lutyens ecosystem posthumously as a symbol of oppression in an upper caste and class-ruled society. Much of this was because Puran Kumar alleged that he had been traumatized by his superiors in the force for being a Dalit. But today, viewers, this narrative received a massive jolt when a second policeman, the gentleman in the middle of your screens, killed himself blaming ADGP Puran Kumar. This man in the middle of your screens, viewers, is Sandeep Lathar. He is also a Haryana police officer. And he, viewers, has posted this video just minutes before he put a gun to himself and killed himself. Sandeep Lathar said that he was sacrificing his life to expose the corruption of Puran Kumar, who was getting away by using his caste to clear his name and blackmail other officers into silence as he went around planting officers who were also corrupt. And he formed this massive ring of the corrupt. Now, viewers, these are his claims. He says he's sacrificing his life. He's left a 3-page suicide note and this video. First, listen in this.
आपको एक सच्चाई से अवगत कराना चाहता हूँ और सच्चाई की कीमत बहुत बड़ी होती है। उसके लिए आहुति मैं पहले ही अपनी डाल रहा हूँ भाई। एक भ्रष्ट पुलिस अफसर है जिसने सदर थाना मर्डर में इसने पैसे लिए, इसने राव इंद्रजीत को निकालने के लिए 50 करोड़ की डील कर रखी थी। जहां पे एक ईमानदार पुलिस अफसर जो इसके सामने अड़ा वो नरेंद्र बिजानिया था, जहां पे इन्होंने कभी भी इतने दिन पोस्टिंग रही, कोई भी इनको भ्रष्टाचारी तो छोड़ो भाई साहब, मतलब यो आदमी तो इस आदमी था ईमानदार, अपनी तनख्वाह में गुजारा करनी है। इसने जो भला उसका दम मुलाजिमा भला कराया, लेकिन आईजी जिस दिन तक पोस्टिंग हुआ उससे दिन तय इन्हें क्या कराया, इन अपने जातिवाद पे देखा भैया इस ऑफिस में जाति के इनको हटाओ इनको हटाओ इनको हटाओ, अपना ले जो करप्ट आदमी छाट छाट कर वो लगाने स्टार्ट कर दिए। उन आदमियों ने क्या कराया, फाइलें जिनका उन्हें बेरा था भाई इस फाइल में कोई क्लेरिकल मिस्टेक है, कोई जिमनी रहेगी, कोई और चीज रहेगी, वह चीज करके न मुलाजिम बुलाए, टॉर्चर करें, पीछे मांगे। हाँ, महिला पुलिस कर्मियों का भी ट्रांसफर के नाम पे यौन शोषण हुआ वहां पे। इनकी जब CDR IPDR चेक करी जाओगी आपको कन्फर्म हो जाएगा। आपको सच्चाई से रूबरू करवा रहा हूं, इनकी भ्रष्टाचार की जड़ें बहुत गहरी हैं। जो दरखास्त इनके खिलाफ कंप्लेंट हुई थी उसी भ्रष्टाचार से डर के इसने सुसाइड कराया है।
Viewers, this is bone chilling. A man commits suicide for his convictions. The person he accuses has committed suicide claiming caste oppression. Sandeep says that no, Puran Kumar was never discriminated. He used his caste, he weaponized it to torment, and he was then scared of being exposed. And the attendant disrepute, to preempt that, he took his life. Viewers, there are some fundamental questions, of course, that need to be asked. But I just want to quickly put this into perspective, because Sandeep's claim, this gentleman's claim, are diametrically opposite of Puran's. Both have committed suicide and left letters, last testaments, that ordinarily people, when they leave, don't do so because they're lying. So, Puran Kumar says that Haryana DGP and Rohtak SP harassed him. Sandeep Lathar says the accused deceased wife Puran Kumar was corruption. This is what he says, he's corrupt. Puran Kumar says mental harassment and humiliation by senior officers. Lattar says no. Called SP Narendra Bijarnia an honest officer. This is what Sandeep Lattar is saying, that those people that Puran Kumar was accusing of humiliation were actually honest officers, and he's ready to die for it. There are similar claims that were made by Puran Kumar about other senior officers. But Sandeep says Puran Singh facilitated, or Puran Kumar facilitated transfers on basis of caste. Now, Puran elaborated upon his alleged discrimination in 8-page suicide note. He said he was denied temple entry at a police station due to being a Dalit, humiliated by senior officers since 2020, target insulted official forum, stripped of dignity. The list is long. Denied official vehicles, sidelined in postings and duties, falsely accused in bribery cases despite no involvement. But never once, viewers, since these problems started 5 years ago, did this particular officer file a complaint. His wife is an IS officer. It's not as if he was powerless. On the back of the furor whipped up by the Lutyens media and the ecosystem that props it, many police officers in Haryana have been shunted out. 13 officers, including DGP Rohtak SP, named in the FIR SC/ST Act Section 32V, added to FIR after wife's request. 6-member team led by IG Pushpendra Kumar to probe this case, and this should be probed. The DGP Shatrujeet Kapur, the boss of Puran Kumar, named in the suicide note, has been sent on leave. But now there are questions to be asked. Are sections of the media and the political class, once again, like they did in the Vemula case, weaponizing identity? This is what Rahul Gandhi had to say, viewers, and I'm going to open this up for some honest conversations.
सरकारी ऑफिसर हैं और चीफ मिनिस्टर ने इनको कमिटमेंट दिया है, पर्सनली कमिटमेंट दिया है कि वो कार्रवाई शुरू करेंगे। 3 दिन पहले कहा था, अगर आप दलित हो आपको दबाया जा सकता है, आपको कुचला जा सकता है, आपको फेंका जा सकता है, और ये हमारे लिए एक्सेप्टेबल नहीं है। तो मेरा मैसेज है एज LOP to Prime Minister of India, to Chief Minister of Haryana, आपने इन 2 बेटियों को जो कमिटमेंट दिया है इसको आप पूरा कीजिए।
Now, viewers, I don't want to be cynical, but how does Rahul Gandhi account for the dying declaration now of this man in the middle of the screen, Sandeep Kumar, who says that the person that you are fighting for justice was not an angel? Again, viewers, dying declaration versus dying declaration. In an ecosystem, therefore, and I'm asking this question, prematurely turning grief into political theatre around caste to play to the Bihar poll galleries. This is what a large number of people are now saying, viewers. Cynical politics. Will politicians stop reflexively feasting on the dead before waiting for the facts to emerge? Shouldn't Rahul Gandhi just hang on? Let's ask some questions. This is very important, this subject, viewers, because it has massive implications. Nikhil Jain, I want to ask you, sir. Nikhil Jain, the person that has died originally, the ADGP, leaves a dying declaration. And in this country, we usually take it, in the law also, you know, you're a lawyer, takes it at face value. We don't cynically question the death, the reasons that people write in their dying declarations. We take them as the truth, the gospel. Now you have another gentleman from the same police force who's willing to die for his convictions, and he says, I cannot tolerate this anymore. How caste is being used as a weapon to disgrace the entire other honest cadre. So should we not also give the same weightage to Sandeep Lattar's dying declaration? And if that is the case, if we must, because that's what we always do, that is the norm, even the law prescribes so, then has Rahul Gandhi once again jumped the gun? Should he not come back and say, well, I also stand with Sandeep Lattar Saab. He should also be given justice. I have not heard or seen the Congress tweeting about Sandeep Lattar Saab, especially Rahul Gandhi, who went there and made a show of his sadbhavna.
Rahul, so first of all, may the two gentlemen who departed rest in peace. Condolences to their family, and I'd like to make this point very clear. I do not intend to, raise questions on the dying declarations of either of them. Both of them have now allegedly committed suicide. Of course, I feel that given
they have committed suicide. There's no allegedly here.
I think an investigation.
There's no alleged.
No, there is an allegedly here, Rahul.
I see.
Rahul, can you please stop interjecting, and can you please stop acting like a juvenile child? I'm sorry, I don't want to make it personal, but until and unless an investigation is complete and a closure report is filed, suicides are called alleged suicides.
Okay.
Do you remember all your
Rahul Gandhi didn't use the word alleged, viewers. I just want to make it clear that the person, Nikhil Jain, look, you can get personal with me. You can hit below the belt. You can do what you want to. You can be mean. You can be discourteous. But you cannot today hide the facts. I want to play out, viewers. I want to play out that soundbite of Rahul Gandhi. You compare. The judgment that has been passed by Rahul Gandhi there is complete and definitive. I'll bring you back. I'll bring you back. I'll let your boss speak. I'll bring you back. I'll bring you back. Just play the mic, please. I'll bring you back. I'll bring you back. No problems.
सरकारी ऑफिसर हैं और चीफ मिनिस्टर ने इनको कमिटमेंट दिया है, पर्सनली कमिटमेंट दिया है कि वो कार्रवाई शुरू करेंगे। 3 दिन पहले कहा था, अगर आप दलित हो आपको दबाया जा सकता है, आपको कुचला जा सकता है, आपको फेंका जा सकता है, और ये हमारे लिए एक्सेप्टेबल नहीं है। तो मेरा मैसेज है एज एलओपी टू प्राइम मिनिस्टर ऑफ इंडिया, टू चीफ मिनिस्टर ऑफ हरियाणा, आपने इन 2 बेटियों को जो कमिटमेंट दिया है इसको आप पूरा कीजिए।
Because there's Rahul Gandhi very clearly. In his mind, there is. Let me just finish, sir. I'll come to you. I'm not running away, sir. I don't run away. Please, Nikhil. Very clearly passing judgment saying that if you're a Dalit in this country, you're very easily expendable, quashable, and therefore the Prime Minister of this country, no less, I am the LOP here, I'm asking you to give justice. Now, viewers, you have a second individual who is questioning the first individual and calling him corrupt. Nikhil Jain, who should we listen to? Who should we believe? If you say both have an equal standing, then has Rahul Gandhi jumped the gun? Simple question, by taking a position.
Rahul, can I please now complete? Excuse me for being a lawyer. It is by habit that I call every incident of suicide, murder or rape as alleged, because that is my training as a lawyer. Until and unless a closure report is filed, we are trained to call it an alleged incident. Let's not forget that when Sushant Singh Rajput supposedly or allegedly committed suicide, the entire media went berserk saying that this is a murder, only for it to actually come out as a suicide only. In this case, 2 officers of the Haryana police have committed suicide. One of them has claimed that the DGP was harassing him and persecuting him on account of his Dalit identity. And other individual says that a senior IPS officer was taking bribes from politicians, was sexually harassing female police officers. I think this is something that warrants a strong investigation. This requires a reprimand of Manohar Lal Khattar and Nayab Singh Saini, under whose watch all of this had been happening. But instead of asking the right questions, we are just trying to pitch 2 individuals who now left this world, and we are somehow trying to pitch them against each other. And so far as Sandeep Lathar's video is concerned, that video is not a dying declaration. The suicide note is considered a dying declaration. The video shot, we don't know when it was shot. It may have been shot hours ago, hours before the death. It may have been shot days before the death. We do not know. There is something to it more than meets the eyes. And so far as the BJP's, the BJP's ecosystem that creates this anti-Dalit ideology, let me just tell your viewers, Bhaskar Rao, a senior leader of BJP Karnataka, hails and praises and appreciates the lawyer who hurled a shoe at the Chief Justice of India, who happens to be a Dalit, at the Chief Justice of India within the Supreme Court complex. He appreciates
let me tell you.
Dalit ko juta marte hain to BJP ko acha lagta hai, and that is the problem.
Now let me tell you, viewers, that Dalit analogy,
against.
that Nikhil Jain, see viewers, I told you, this is all about playing the Dalit card. There was a Dalit student, medical student, who was raped in Bengal just 3 days back, viewers. And Mamata Banerjee victim shamed her. Victim shamed a victim, viewers, of sexual assault, saying, why did that woman have to go out past midnight at 12:30 when the facts proved, viewers, that she did not even go out at 12:30, she left at 7:58 for dinner, to just buy some dinner from a market. And in that interim period, she was raped. She returned to her college and filed a complaint at around 9:20. So viewers, their love for Dalits is selective. It's predicated on which state they're in, under which government they're in. As I began by saying, if it's a BJP government, I haven't pit anyone against anybody, viewers. This gentleman who has committed suicide, this police officer, has come out and challenged the narrative. I'm only saying, if two suicide notes are given equal importance, has Rahul Gandhi jumped the gun once again in his eagerness to turn this into yet another Rohit Vemula kind case? And I want to bring in Mr. Gupta to add some perspective here. What do you think, sir?
Rahul, because Nikhil was talking about the closure and the documentation, there is an update that's just come in a few minutes ago from the Chandigarh police that the family of Puran Kumar has been repeatedly insisted on the identification of the body for an early post-mortem, but because the process has been delayed, the Chandigarh police was constrained to move to the local court. Also, the Chandigarh police has also moved the local court for the direction to the responses for the production of the laptop of the deceased for further investigation. So these two updates are important since Nikhil was talking about the closure. Rahul, look, there is no doubt Rahul Gandhi went there today not for the deceased officer, but because he wants to play the Dalit card. The problem here is Congress wants to look everything with the prism of caste. They want to forcefully insert that prism of caste, be it Justice Gavai, be it Puran Kumar, anyone, because that helps them score minimum brownie points ahead of any assembly election. That is the reality of the Congress. That is what they did with Rohit Vemula also. The party went to the campus, suddenly made it about Brahmins versus Dalit. They're doing the same thing again. And now suddenly when it's one word against the other, and unfortunately both the officers were deceased, they want to somehow make it about Dalit versus Brahmin, even in death. Look at the desperation of the politics of the Congress here, Rahul. So I think we should just let a fair investigation happen. This is why the Chandigarh police updates are very, very important. The investigation office updates are very, very important. But until then, do expect the Congress will create this entire prism of caste with which they look which they look at this case, and that will also hamper how the media treats it.
And Abhijit Iyer Mitra, so unnerved has the NDA been under this sustained pressure from this entire Lutyens ecosystem that has been front-paging this story aggressively, that you have had Chirag Paswan running, following pretty much in the footsteps of Rahul Gandhi to commiserate. It's a good thing. But to commiserate, to suggest that, look, I'm not part of this, and so on and so forth. And we are being told this breaking news coming in. But before that, I want you, Abhijit Iyer Mitra, to weigh in. Do you believe, and I'm asking you a blunt question, has Rahul Gandhi once again jumped in when he shouldn't have? Is he lighting a fire?
Rahul Gandhi always jumps into things that come back to bite him one way or another. Do you remember in the last election, the Congress sensing victory went full on Jatitude. Everything was Jat, Jat pride, Jat this, Jat that, whatever. And the BJP ended up winning the election because there was counter, over Jatitude. So now he's going and balancing out for this with, I guess, a view to Bihar. He wants something to become an issue for Bihar and things like that in the hope of getting some votes. I don't think it's going to work because the Jats out there, because Lathar, as I understand it, is a Jat name. So Sandeep Lathar, the gentleman whose video you're playing right now, the Jats will now start asking, what about us, bro? Because remember, everybody
in fact, just hold your thoughts. There's breaking news coming in on this. There is breaking news coming in.